So, the international break is over as we now got our full EFL schedule returns after a week away. Hi again, it's me. Today we'll be doing my EFL matchday 6 predictions. Yeah, we're really going to watch really. Could we see some teams getting their first double of the season or first goals of the season? You're not talking today, I'll get at least 5 such day. If we get that, that'd be nice. Make sure you subscribe to the 200 subs by the release of EAFC 25, the release date. So make sure you subscribe if you can. As we're going to go to alright, as we're going to be doing something, 2 good things to do. But no messing now with the Thursday night. I'm in a rush really for this Thursday night. Harrogate taking Doncaster now, a Yorkshire derby. I remember last season, Harrogate did the double over Doncaster, and it was 3-1 last time, and Harrogate and the Doncaster. It was matchday 1, and Harrogate beat Doncaster 1-0. Yeah, it was a really good game to watch, really. Harrogate having the best. Lost 1-0 very late to Cheltenham, and Doncaster beat Gillingham 1-0. But I don't know why first night's kind of feel me a bit hyped. I don't know why I'm going to be saying this. There's going to be goals. I think there's going to be 7. 4-3 win to Doncaster. I think Molinex is going to get some goals or assists. And into the Friday night now. Hull take on Sheffield United now. Hull only just scripted against Watford like a few weekends ago against Watford. And it was very intense at the end. There was some fights. And Hull still looking for the first W. They even dropped points for the first time. Even not getting a point for the first time this season as they lost 2-0 to Leeds. And they're now down to 19th. And that keeps you wondering, I really think this is about their time. They get their first win of the season. And I really think it's going to come on the Friday night. Glimpse will be happy to see this. It's going to be a 2-1 win to Hull for their first dub of the season for Hull. As we head on to Leeds against Burnley in the 12:30 lunchtime kickoff. Big game, really. Yep, it is 4th take on 6th. Burnley drawn 1-1 against Blackburn. It was a very good game, really, against Blackburn. And Leeds beat it, but Hull 2-0. Both teams actually had rocked derbies last match day, but they're meeting each other, and this could potentially be a Premier League match next season, or it was a Premier League match a few seasons ago. And both of them two were fighting for survival. Now yeah, it's going to be a game to watch, really. I really think there's going to be goals written all over it. 2 goals going to be written all over it. And then into Millwall taking on Luton now. I am surprised to see Luton. Yeah, but all the teams Luton. In the relegation scrap in the Championship, but could they be going for back-to-back relegations? Yeah, you have a point. They've been in the league which they haven't been in for a while, and yeah, similar to Swindon and Forest Green, got into a league which they've never been in and got relegated, and they kind of struggled because they got used to getting losing a lot. So I would not be surprised if they see that to Luton as well, but yeah, I think this is the time that we see Luton win. I think Millwall won their last match. I think it's Luton's turn to get their first dub. 1-0 to Luton. As we get into Oxford taking on Stoke now. Yeah, it's going to be a game to watch, really. Oxford, they beat Preston 3-1 in a good cracker, really. And I think Preston were 1-0 up at one point. And yeah, but Oxford had to fight for it. And yeah, this is going to be a game to watch, really. Oxford, they could look like a dark horse at this point. Probably someone this season, but some people are saying they're going to fall down the table. I think they could be mid-table or something if they played out less. And I really think that Oxford may beat Stoke. I think a 2-1 win to Oxford. I think their stadium will be a fortress this season. Might be one of the fortresses at the start of the season. And then the Northampton taking Wickham now. This is some kind of a rivalry at the 12:30 kickoff around the East Midlands of England and near London. And yeah, it's going to be a game to watch, really. I don't know what the last result was, but I know they played each other last season. And yeah, it's going to be a game to watch, really. Northampton and Wickham in the mid-table. Yeah, it's going to be a alright game to watch, really. I really think it's going to be a very tight one. I really think it's going to be a 1-1 draw. We're going to be all over it. As we head on to Swindon, take on Newport now. A rivalry for Swindon. Swindon, I can't believe they still didn't win, but they kept a 1-1 at the very end. They equalised very, very late. As their goalkeeper opponent got sent off, and no goalkeepers were available on the bench for Barrow, so they had to get Rory on, and he was unreal, and narrowed himself down in the end, but credit to him, really, big credit. And Swindon, 21st they are, they just jumped up to 2 places, and I really think they're going to get themselves the first dub. It's going to be the second team that's going to get the third team I'm going to say that's going to get the first dub, and it's coming from Swindon. Newport got smoked by Port Vale, and yeah, but it's going to be Swindon that's going to get the first dub. 2-1 to Swindon. I don't know, everyone thinking MK Dons now. MK Dons beat Warsaw 1-0. Everyone, yeah, they had a week off, so everyone might be warm, really warm to go against them. But yeah, well, I think they're putting a Carabao Cup game this midweek coming, or somewhere, who knows. But I'm gonna go for offence here. I'm gonna be going through for a 1-1 draw, really. As we head on to Plymouth, take on Sunderland now, the 3 o'clocks. Sunderland's a second long journey for them. And they're top of the table. 12 points. They could be making it 15 points. 5 wins in a row. And Plymouth for 22nd and still looking for their first dub of the season. Can I go for 4 teams to go for the first dub? No. I think it's going to be too far for Plymouth. I really think that Sunderland will beat Plymouth. I think 2-0 to Sunderland. And then heading to Blackburn, taking on Bristol City now. Bristol City, yeah, they lost 3-0. They're in the mid-table to Derby, and they're in the mid-table there. Blackburn, 5th place, ended up having a good fight against Blackburn. But you're undefeated still, but if I remember the last time they faced each other, it was 5-0 Bristol City. Could we see a replay? Nah, I don't think it's unlikely really, but it's gonna be a very tight one. I see. I'm gonna go for offence here. 1-1 draw's gonna be all over it. And then into League One now with probably a cracker really. Bolton take on Huddersfield. Could this game cook? Could this game cook or burst? I remember they got relegated, and Bolton and Huddersfield got relegated in the same season, but in 2 different leagues. And yep, it's gonna be a game to watch really. Yeah, Bolton 18 place. No, I think I know why they lost to Exeter 2-0. I think I know why, because there was too much shade, and I think it's kind of distracted them with the ball. Something, who knows. But yeah, it might not have been that fault, but who knows. And for Huddersfield, gotten their first L, technically 3 defeats in a row in all competitions. I think it's going to be 4 here. It's going to be a 2-0 win to Bolton. Bolton will be back to winning ways. As we're in the Crawley taking on Stockport now. Both teams got promoted last season, and both teams collected 2 points from each other. And one of them was 3-3, and one of them was 1-1. But I don't know where or somewhere. But if it's really a game to watch, really. Stockport, 2nd place, undefeated. They got points to Mansfield 1-1. Barnsley got smoked by. Crawley got smoked by Barnsley 3-0. Never really getting to watch really. I'm really thinking it's going to be a very tight one. But yeah, it's going to be a very tight one. I'm going to go for Stockport edging this. 2-1 Stockport, but I'll not be surprised if Crawley gets a point because both teams got promoted at the same season. Then the Steve Bruce's debut as Blackpool manager in the league. Blackpool take on Exeter now. Yeah, it's really getting to watch really. Steve Bruce's first league match for a club since 2022 before the World Cup. So Steve Bruce will be looking forward to manage Blackpool for the league match. And here's the question, like the thumbnail said, could Steve Bruce cook or burn? As Blackpool are still looking for their first double of the season. Yeah, it's going to look likely, but it might be a very slow start, but I think they'll quickly turn it around very quickly. I think they'll quickly climb up the table after this game. I really think it's going to be a 1-1 draw. Exeter's had to have another long journey, so I really think that Exeter will have a good fight. Blackpool also a good fight, but then after that, I think Blackpool will catch some wins, like a couple wins to shoot up the table. And then to in the top half clash now with Peterborough take on Lincoln now, which is gonna be a good game to watch really. I think the last time I think it was a draw, but both teams were fighting for the playoffs and automatics, but big league playoffs. And yeah, both teams could be doing the exact same. Peterborough had a weekend off, and along with Lincoln really, and Lincoln won, and Peterborough didn't. They lost to 2-0 against Wrexham. No, this is gonna be a good game to watch really. I'm expecting goals. 2 goals to be written all over it. And then the Stevenage take on Barnsley now. Yeah, Barnsley's gonna have an exciting away trip to Man United next week. Yeah, but it's gonna be quite exciting for them. Well, so I think they'll be resting some best players for that game. And Stevenage, yeah, 17th losing 1-0 to Lincoln. Yeah, it's gonna be mid-class. So I'm gonna go for offence. 1 draw from all over it. And in the Shrewsbury take on Charlton now. Shrewsbury's got their first start but lost 3-0 to Wrexham. No, they won 3-0 and lost 3-0, so they're back on the exact same goal difference. They just welcome back. And Charlton's had a weekend off, and they are sat. Oh, technically they didn't. They actually kept a 1-1 draw against Rotherham. Surprisingly, they should have been off and a weekend off. But you know, it is what it is, and it's a game to watch really. But yeah, well, I'm expecting that Charlton may get the dub here. I think 1-0 to Charlton. And then into League 2 now, probably a good game really. Port Vale versus Chesterfield. Both teams around the middle. One team is actually on the mid-table and fighting for the playoffs at the same time. And yeah, both teams grew from 2 different divisions last season, and they now meet each other in League 2. Yeah, it's a good game to watch, really. Port Vale won 4-1. I think we're back in it, but no. I think Chesterfield may actually end up having a good fight. It's going to be another 2 draws from you all over it. But I'm not surprised if we get to see a winner. But then to Bromley take on Notts County now. I remember this one. This is the first EFL match. And yeah, and they played something in the National League like a few seasons ago. Bromley's kind of used to seeing Notts County heading to them, really. And every single game to watch, really. Bromley is set 11th, having a 1-1 draw last weekend, and Notts County, second place. David McGoldrick scored 2 against Accrington. Should have had him in my fantasy team. I should have! But yeah, it's going to be a good game. I really think that Notts County, I think they're going to overcome against Bromley. I'm sorry, Bromley. But I think it's going to be a 2-1 win for Notts County. And then the Gillingham take on Tranmere now. Gillingham king clean sheets, not got clean sheets by Doncaster, and Tranmere called him the king of clean sheets, really. Called him the king. Then we had a weekend off, and Tranmere sit 10th. King of clean sheets, I should call them, because Much Lee is my fantasy team. Haven't signed the captains yet, and it was going to be a game to watch, really. And I'm expecting that Tranmere may get a dub, and Gillingham may get their second L. I think the Tranmere will win at a clean sheet 2-0 to Tranmere. And in the Carlisle take on Fleetwood now. This was bottom against second bottom from last season. And they're both facing off. No, it wasn't. And yeah, and last time they both met each other at 2 games, it was 1-1. So, yeah, well, I'm not surprised if we get sealed 1-1. But they actually beat each other on matchday 1 last season and ended 1-0. They all like 1-0. And Carlos got the first goal, I'll not be surprised. No, I'm going to go for it again. Want to draw again. And which leads on to the final game I'm going to talk about. Portsmouth take on West Brom now. West Brom sits second place. I think until they kick a ball, I think they'll be around third. And Portsmouth are 18th. Still looking to run a first double of season. They actually did so good. Like the first 3 games, they were spectacular. Yeah, they just let themselves down against Sunderland, but hopefully not. But yeah, but I really think it's a good game to watch, really. I think after this, I think they may get a dub or something after this, but yeah, I really think the West Brom's going to get something. I think 2-1 win to West Brom. And if they are the West Brom predictions, and the fantasy team for the game week 6 right here. And yeah, if it's your prediction down below, I'll comment down below your predictions of the EFL Matchday 6 predictions. And if you haven't this video, I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, and share. And we'll see you guys later. Bye!